Okay, super quick. As quick as I can make it. I bet you they're going to be over 3 minutes long. But we're going to find out, in the spirit of the summer solstice, what in particular each of the signs needs to do or embrace for their abundance in order to see more abundance in their life. And abundance can take on many different things, many different forms. It can be in the form of not just monetary, but in the form of, friends, family. It can be in the form of freedom. It can be in the form of peace, ease, things coming to you more freely in terms of, ideas and creativity. It can be a lot of different things. We're going to use the Tarot of the Enchanted Garden, as well as an oracle card from the Seed and Sickle Oracle. But we're going to use the Dawn guidebook. There are two different guidebooks that you can use depending on what the intent is of what you're trying to go after here. We're going to have what form of abundance you can look for or embrace most during the year, as well as two things that can support you in getting that from the tarot itself, followed by an oracle card. Okay, so let's get started. There's your introduction. We'll see you at your sign. Hey Cap, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a reading to look at where you can find abundance. Since, in the spirit of summer solstice, I was busy over the weekend trying to get things done around here. Okay, I planted a whole herb garden and everything. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's see for you where you can put your energy and efforts, what kind of aspects you can live into a little bit more in order to see abundance moving forward, as well as what the supporting energy is for that. We're also going to read from the Oracle deck here, and I'm actually going to read what the booklet says. Oh my God, I've been having such a time with these. That's nice. Okay. Got some cards that fell. Awesome. That's fine. All right. Probably should have took those, but I'm not taking flippers or jumpers for this reading. One more shuffle, and then we'll get going, Capricorn. I'm sorry. What a pain in the ass. We'll do one more. Didn't feel right. There you go. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Where can we see your abundance coming out? Let's go for that one. And supporting actors. Okay. Supporting actors, huh? Okay. All right. So first and foremost, we have the Devil in the reverse. Okay. So it's, some people say that the Devil in the upright, this is your card, by the way. It's time to look outside yourself. First of all, we can easily say that because this is your card. It's time to get out of your own head, disconnect from the self and start looking outside of yourself. Put your energy into external sources instead of the internal. Spend some time with other people instead of on your own. Normally in the upright, I see this as, embracing indulgence in a healthy way. And in the reverse, I usually see that as excess. Whereas other people see the upright of it as excess, indulgence to the excess. And in the reverse as, go ahead, indulge, have some fun, let your hair down. Sometimes it's nice to go shopping. Sometimes it's nice to, play poker. Sometimes it's nice to have a few drinks. For me, though, I think that you'll find more abundance for yourself if you take the time to see where you're still indulging to the excess. Take some time out and about and around other people instead of alone, because there could be indulgences that you are engaging in when you're alone that get you up in your head. Supporting energy for this. Okay. So with this we have the Justice card. So 2 cardinal energies right off the bat, Capricorn and Libra. This is about fairness, equilibrium, balance. You know, putting things into perspective from a balanced perspective. What is fair? What is equal? You know, are you being fair to yourself in this? But also, like I said before, balance. Are you overindulging? You know, how much is too much? You know, but also, are you spending too much time connected with the self? This is also about fear and obsession. Often in the upright, like I said, you know, some people read this card as a fear and obsession in the upright, and in the reverse, not fear and obsession. I consider this to be fear and obsession to the extreme in the reverse. You know, the negative aspect, right? So it's about balancing this stuff. And I think that also we could say that, you know, maybe when you're indulging a little bit too much, you could be off kilter when it comes to fear and obsession, right? So it's about balancing. The equilibrium has to be there. Seeing things from a black and white perspective may also be important here, just because we are looking, this is a Libra card. So approaching the conversation with the self when it comes to these items from a black and white perspective, like not just good and bad, but enough and too much, or, you know, is this going to benefit you? Yes, no. You know, go down a decision tree about, you know, buying too much clothing, you know, spending too much when you go out, you know. And even then, like, you know, find the thing that appeals to you about how you can make it a balanced conversation with yourself. Is this healthy for you? Yes or no? Right? Okay. With this, we have the 3 of Wands. There's impatience here. It's almost like, this cannot wait. This is almost screaming, this cannot wait. You have to look at this. There's something you have to look at when it comes to this. Could also be that you're just disconnected from the self. But I feel like this is an excess connectedness with the self, and you're not really being, you're too much with the self and not enough around other people. You know, the time to act is now. Enough waiting and surveying and figuring out if it's time to embark on the journey. You've got 3 wands with you now. It's time to start building. This could also be about impatience in the reverse. And so because there's impatience, it's time to kind of dial it back and take your time. Take your time when indulging. This could be about doing things too hastily. And so trying to get the balance. Additional advice for you from the Seed and Sickle Oracle. Capricorn. Okay. Did we get card vomit? I think that we got 4 cards here. I can't take them for you. What do we got? Advice for Capricorn. Oh, well, it's 3. Okay, we have Moonwort, Elder. I'm not reading reversals for these, by the way. We got Moonwort, Elder, and Thistle. Okay. I love how these are all coming out in numerical order, even though I have shuffled the shit out of those cards. Moonwort. Oh my god, what a pain in my ass. Okay, Moonwort. A commonly cited magical property of the Moonwort fern is the power to pierce iron. There is said to be a hill in Devon in the UK so covered in Moonwort that thirsty, freshly shod horses belonging to the Earl of Essex once lost their horseshoes whilst being ridden across it. Like Moonwort, you can find you can find inside of you the power to conquer any hurdle that stands in your way. You may feel small and easily trampled, but every barrier that stops you from moving forward has its weak point. Embrace your own inner strength and find it. Okay. With that, we have Elder. Oh, and I need that one too. Okay, Elder. The Elder is a tree beloved by mischievous magic and inhabited by pixies and ghosts around the world. Stopping beneath it for too long may lull you into a long and gripping sleep. Drawing this card is a warning. You may soon be tempted to slow down and take things easier, but doing so may mean you miss some key opportunities. Whatever waits to lure you away from your goal, don't let it distract your focus. Interesting, because it was in the reverse, and I said I wasn't going to do reversals, but if it was in the reverse, it would be saying slow the F down, right? Anyway, the Thistle is next. Okay. Something is holding you back from making progress. Interesting. Like abundant thistles on the path. It's interesting because of what I said here with the tarot. Like abundant thistles on the path of your journey, awaiting to be a spine in your foot, complications are frustrating, but sometimes ultimately unavoidable. You can't move forward while you're bottling up your anger, frustration, and aggravation. Whatever the source, find it and confront it. The process of removing that thorn may be difficult and painful, but if you're going to make any progress at all, it will only come after you face your problems. Okay, cool. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. If this made sense or you like what I'm doing here with these little short ones, let me know and I can do more in the future. Okay, bye.